Hello guys, welcome to another weekly breakdown video. Today I'll be breaking down the second week of May, as you can see, starting from 12th of May 2025. So before starting the weekly breakdown, let me quickly show you the news. So the news was a bit tricky on this week. Monday there was no news. Tuesday both GBP and USD news, CPI and Clement count change. Wednesday no news again. Thursday GBP and PPI news again. Friday also you can anticipate that there was no news. And yeah, so the weekly time frame, the weekly bias was clearly bearish according to how this candle closed to fill up this weekly fair value gap. Now these are the conditions where my performance in the market is very good. Like, the market is not yet clear, right? It's literally giving dojis, bearish pin bars in the weekly time frame, and these are the conditions where my strategy is working literally perfectly. So my bias is bearish on GBP USD, and on DXY my bias is clearly bullish to fill up this weekly fair value gap right here. So right now my win rate in the market is so good because of the setups, and I literally understand what an A-class setup is right now, and I only take the A-class setups, right? So my weekly bias on GBP USD was clearly bearish, and on Monday, going on Monday, my bias is bullish, right, according to how this Friday candle closed. So the bias on the weekly and the 4-hourly were not aligning. That is when I don't trade Mondays, clearly. Simple as that, right? So Monday I didn't took the trade because the bias was not aligning on Monday. As you can see, the bias on weekly and daily were not aligning, so I didn't took the trade. So that is when I go to Tuesday now. Directly on Tuesday, as you can see, the daily fair value gap has been filled to the T. Now the bias on going on Tuesday will be bearish, and on DXY my bias will be bullish, clearly will be bullish. The daily fair value gap also got filled to the T, and the daily supply zone got mitigated even on DXY. So on GBP USD now my bias is bearish going on Tuesday. So going on Tuesday I'll look for sells. Did I took the trade even on Tuesday? I didn't took the trade. Tuesday was a no trade day for me because there was both Clement count change and CPI news on Tuesday, so I will not waste any time showing you those market conditions. So now going on Wednesday. Now going on Wednesday, my bias is clearly bullish. You can anticipate Monday went down mid the low of the week, Tuesday is going up, so now we can anticipate Wednesday to continue up for a bullish weekly profiling, right? We know how a bullish weekly profiling appears in the market, and also the price has been following this pattern for a long time now. Price goes up, literally accumulates, or you can also argue a head and shoulders accumulates something, accumulation, price goes down and then went up. Accumulation, head and shoulders, price went down and then go up. So this pattern has been repeating for a while now, and keeping that information in mind, I was looking for buys on Wednesday. So that is when I go to the H4 time frame, and on obviously on DXY my bias was clearly bearish according to how this candle closed on Tuesday. So Wednesday was a bullish day for me. I was looking for a buy. Also on the H4 time frame there was a change of character here. I have also back tested this trade, so no need to worry. Let me quickly show you how the trade went. And if I'm looking for a buy opportunity, I want the Asian range to close bearish, right? So this trade I have taken, and I have also journaled this trade, and I've also made a video about this trade, so don't worry. So right now the trading view is not letting me show you the H1, replay the H1 time frame, so I will not show you that as of now. So going on Wednesday I literally took the trade, so keep that in mind. Okay, so now going on Thursday, going on Wednesday I was looking for a buy. I caught a beautiful buy here, but at the New York session literally the price on London session literally the price went up. We won the trade, right? But New York session was literally headed towards downside. This is the exact price action that the price has shown us. Let me quickly show you. So on the H1 time frame you can clearly see Monday literally went down, gave us a huge fair value gap right here, and whenever there are huge fair value gaps like this in the market, so the price always tend to fill the fair value gap. On Tuesday didn't took the trade because there was both GBP and USD news, and on Tuesday it literally filled up this huge humongous mammoth of a fair value gap. So Wednesday was a banger trade, as you can see from the M15 time frame. Even the overall day might be close bearish, but London can be bullish. Yes, the time windows, whenever there is a huge fair value gap from the market like this, right, this is a huge fair value gap. 80% of the time the market tend to fill the gap. Here in this week literally it filled up the gap to the T, and born poor is not your fault, but dying poor is completely and utterly your fault. The universe is absolutely giving. If you don't have what you want, that means you don't want it bad enough, and you are not working enough. If you work enough, you're gonna get it. trust me. On Thursday the trade was as clean as they come. It was a perfect setup on Thursday. The higher time frame, point of view, everything was there. So this trade is about the, sorry, this is the Tuesday. Literally we didn't got any trades. So going on Wednesday I was looking for a buy. Yeah man, why is it not showing the Wednesday price action? So it is not showing Wednesday's price action. So let's see, now it will show, I believe. So even now it is not showing, so you guys are unlucky, I believe. So now going on Wednesday, literally, why the fuck? Now here we can see on Wednesday I was looking for a buy, and literally we got a buy, but let me quickly show you what happened. So on Wednesday, as you can see right here, the price literally went up. We caught our buys, a beautiful buy right here. I have journaled this trade. I've also made a video, so you guys can watch it from there. So as you can see, as I've told you, the price went up on London session exponentially, right? But on New York session, the price was literally to the downside. Huge change of character happened with a huge volume. So going on Thursday, it made so much of sense for us to look for sells. So whenever something like this happens in the market, what I tend to do is I look for sells, right? So my higher time frame bias was clearly bearish. So let me quickly show you the trade. This trade also I have journaled it, so that's not a problem. You guys can watch it. I've made a separate video about it. Whenever my bias is bearish going on the higher time frames, what I like to do, I like the Asian range to be bullish. Whenever my bias is bearish and the Asian range is bullish, that means the price is sweeping liquidity all the way going up to and finding some sort of resistance from some sort of supply. In this case, the price found supply from some sort of resistance from some sort of supply from the previous New York session. As you can see, the previous New York session gave us a beautiful zone. This was a trade on the M5 time frame. This trade also I have journaled, made a separate video, so you guys can have a look if you want. But also on Thursday there was both GBP and USD news, so that was also tricky. Rough. The trading view glitch is literally insane, man. So now going on GBP USD, literally even New York session made the move, London session made the move, caught our beautiful sells, right? New York session went up, manipulated the London session, found some resistance from some sort of supply here again, and then gave us the move again in our session, which is New York session. So now going on Friday I didn't do the trade because of how this candle closed. As you can see, Wednesday was clearly a bearish candle, so Thursday I was looking for sells. Thursday won the trade, and now going on Friday again, right? So Friday was a no trade day for me because of how this candle closed. As you can see, Thursday closed as a bullish candle, right, on GBP USD. Thursday was a bullish candle, so obviously if I was looking for something, I would look for buys. But not trading GU on this day was very good decision. And on Friday also there was no news. You can argue this consumer sentiment is not one of that, it's not that of a high impact news. So Friday was a very beautiful trade on EU rather than GU. I remember taking this trade on the live markets. This trade was taken on 16th of May 2025 on Friday. Wednesday closed a bearish candle, Thursday closed a bearish candle. Friday, obviously I'm looking for sells. Beautiful sell happened on Friday. Let me quickly show you the trade. Because I have not taken this trade on GU, I will quickly show this trade to you on EU. On EU, I took this trade somewhere around here, respecting this, finding some sort of resistance from some sort of supply here from the previous New York session. As you can see right here, I took the trade from at something like this, and I literally caught a 1:10. I remember catching a 1:10 risk to reward. This was a beautiful trade on EU, as you can see. And yeah, even if GU is not giving you the move, EU can give you the move, and that's totally fine, right? So the higher time frames on GU and EU were exponentially different on Friday, and trading on EU literally gave us our trade. So yes, these are the conditions where my trading strategy is working at the best and literally giving me the returns that I anticipate and what I'm working for. So yeah, man, follow your rules, follow your trading plan, know your A-class setups, take only your A-class setups and show up every single day. Don't miss a single day, and you will get lucky one day. That's it. So catch you on the next video tomorrow.